Well guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you happen to be watching last week's video straight before this one, we're standing in exactly the same spot.
And still as cold.
And still as cold. But welcome to Vilnius, and welcome to someone's new addition.
New jacket, kind of regretting buying black, but to be fair, it's warm, it fits and it's cheap. It'll do for now. My poor burnt one was shedding feathers like I was a goose, so it had to go.
Right, well we are going to go in and explore Vilnius. The weather is a little bit subject to snow potentially, but let's see whether Nicola can take us on another terrible tourism tour.
I want to go and see the fat man.
There might have to be a coffee very soon though, but yeah, Vilnius, let's do it. And as quick as we entered Vilnius, we're actually now leaving it, and we're crossing the river into a little area that actually has its own constitution, its own government, and even apparently its own currency. Not quite sure what that currency is, mind you. So this is Užupis, I believe, which I think started off as a bit of an April Fool's prank, but now it's a little area sort of inside of Vilnius. Has been described as a little bit bohemian. And speaking of its own constitution, it actually has the constitution up in multiple different languages. And I love some of these. A dog has the right to be a dog. Everyone shall remember their name, and everyone has the right to be unique. So yeah, the constitution of Užupis. And also, we're in a city, it's going to be very noisy. And as quickly as we entered Užupis, we're now leaving it and back into Vilnius again. So beautiful building, but not a church. It's actually a cafe. Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. The Church of Java. Save a kiss, pretty please. Try to reminisce over me. Right, so Nicola has brought us to
the Gates of Dawn.
And the significance of those are?
No idea.
You know us, full of all the information.
But I also do have a fat man and a Doberman I want to go and see.
You got a fat man here and you've got a...
car. Oh.
See the way she still freaks out whenever there's a car anywhere near her?
Why do they have to turn around right where I'm standing?
So Nicola's reading up on the significance of the Gates of Dawn, and she's going to enlighten everyone right now.
Something to do with a monastery in the Holy Trinity.
Let's take a wander through the Gates of Dawn. A lot of the old town, and I quite like how they've done this, they've left a lot of the masonry kind of crumbling, and have they done it on purpose or maybe just can't afford to do it, but I quite like it. I quite like it, sort of the old masonry work showing through.
Oh, hang on. This isn't the Gates of Dawn. They're further up that way.
And it's not a fat man either.
I'm feeling a little bit perturbed. They drive like lunatics here, and everyone's trying to run me over, and which means I'm constantly looking around.
This guy just abandoned his car in the middle of the street.
After nearly trying to run me over. And all the sites are like, and I know this isn't really their fault, but they're really spread out and they're not obvious, and I'm feeling a little bit frazzled by Vilnius so far.
I think we should get a coffee.
Yeah, maybe I just need to eat. Maybe I'm hangry.
Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time. Now we might be coming up to the Gates of Dawn.
Oh yes, that looks a bit more promising.
But this might also be just something completely else random that will tell you is the Gates of Dawn.
I think you can almost get a bit like frazzled with cities when you're doing them all the time, and things start to lose as much excitement. So I think we need to maybe stop for a bit and recharge and realise we're in this city. It's really lovely. We're getting a great opportunity to see this, and I think maybe we've got a little bit of burnout, to be honest.
Well, let's go and get some supplies. But first up, the Gates of Dawn.
And there's a couple of bits back there I want to see.
I really wish I'd captured that on camera, because this car right behind me here just had to come to a screeching halt, otherwise he would have mowed down about 10 people. And then Nicola was let's go get you something to eat.
Look at the gate from this side though, very different.
Yeah, it is very different.
Could be any number of drivers in this city.
And almost to prove the point, we were recording that little piece and Nicola almost got run over.
Did you see that cake shop? The cake's in there. That was actually a cake shop. Did I mention it was a cake shop? It looked amazing. Maybe go there for a cup of tea and a cake
Something
later.
smells very nice all of a sudden. Still looking for food. Still noisy.
Now, this bike is trying to run me over. I'm sick.
I actually saw one of those delivery drivers on a one wheel as well. On these cobblestones. Brave man. Nicola making very important decisions. I.e. what's to eat.
I don't know. I've seen another monument up here.
You can't eat monuments.
I don't know. There's too many cafes and they all look fancy and I just don't know. So there's Augustus and Barbara's Love Story Cafe,
That sounds.
but it looks really expensive, so forget that. Right, what's this one? Hang on. Italala.
Noise! Noise!
This place, they serve your coffee with pasta straws.
Wonder will she spot it? I wonder will she spot it?
Yeah, I don't want just a croissant. What's that?
Something that should definitely appear in Nicola's terrible tourism tours.
So I put pub in, it's come up with Who Hit Bob or whatever his name was. Oh, Friday's bar. 120 metres. I couldn't be much closer.
Happy days.
We'll go and take a look at that one.
Let's go and eat.
Oh, wow.
Real Belgian chocolate. Try
okay.
before you buy.
But hang on, where's this place then anyway?
Van driver almost took 3 of us out there. Even I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with the driving in this city. Yeah, I'm actually looking for, I forget what they're called, I'll put the name up, but they're little kind of almost like dumplings and they've got mincemeat inside them.
Well, this one, look, says Lithuanian cuisine, so let's go and have a look here.
Just give it a blast, eh? Tiny dog. Eat that in a minute. Right, have we chosen then?
I'm just so fed up and going in the nearest one.
Let's go eat. One of the famous dishes in Lithuania is the potato dumplings. Now, on all the menus and all the pictures I've seen, they've been this size. So it is just a big old potato. Let's do it without any dipping sauce now. Yep, that's a potato. So it's nice. The potato itself is very much like a giant gnocchi. And the meat inside, the mincemeat inside is really, really good. And we've also seen that our peas are just sunning themselves in below a heat lamp, so they may be on their way. So the peas have turned up. So this is just basically dried peas, I guess sort of like a corn or something, done with fried bacon, I think. Oh, that's good. So the one thing I would definitely say is it's very hearty. Very, very stodgy would be the other word, I guess, but I quite like it. But I think I need to go out and work in the fields after this, or sleep. Well guys, that was very nice indeed. The dumpling though was massive, and I'm so glad that the girl said that they are really big. I was expecting to say the little tiny ones. You could have got a double portion, which would have been a kilogram of dumpling. The peas were beautiful. The peas were definitely the highlight for me. I say Nicola loved her soup as well, but I am ready to sleep now. Oh my giddy aunt. That was pretty filling. The potato dumpling was a monstrosity. The dumpling itself was...
I don't think it's a monstrosity, it's monstrous.
Monstrous. Yeah, not a monstrosity. The filling was really nice and the peas were fantastic.
Yeah, the peas were good.
And your soup.
Yes.
But anyway, now I need to walk, so what's next on Nicola's terrible tourism tours?
I want to go and see the fat man. Or is he standing next to me?
Right, time to walk off this.
I need to find where the fat man is.
So Nicola obviously has got me on an exercise regime after the big potato. Apparently we're going up there. I just want to curl up here and fall asleep.
I've got a feeling they've conveniently shut off the walking path, so you have to pay the funicular. Not going to happen. But there is a statue of a guy. I think it's a king, maybe.
Seriously guys, do not come to our channel for any type of factual information. However, if you want to see how much stodgy potato one man can eat in one sitting, this is the channel for you. I'm actually sorry we're not getting to go in it because it looks like the Popemobile.
Happy go. I found the entrance to the hill.
And we made it up.
And it's rather nice up here.
And what is this place?
Geminidis' tower or something. I don't know.
By the way, style man, see that going by? Oh, we had a nod of approval.
Look at that.
Now that's pretty nice views.
Somewhere we won't be scared. You will see me flying high.
Mrs. Good happy?
Very, very happy. I didn't pay for the bow tower yesterday, and now I'm glad I didn't because this is free.
Right, we are now back on Nicola's tour and we are finally going to find...
The big fat man.
I've seen that somewhere before.
I don't believe it.
What?
I've just zoomed in. It's about 100 metres from our hostel, if that. I don't believe that. How did I not? Why did I not look earlier?
Oh look, remember I spoke about the constitution of Uz? Yeah, been here before people, been here before. Yep, that's where we're parked up, in downtown Forest Hostel and Camping. How far are we away from the Fat Man?
60 metres.
In fact, we're probably going to be able to see the Fat Man and our van.
Oh, hang on, I walked past it.
Not sure whether you can make out, but we're actually parked in there. We can probably see the Fat Man from our van.
No, I think he's around the corner. I can't actually see him. Where is he? He's meant to be here. He's not here. Seriously? Where is he?
I can see the Doberman now.
Where?
Come hither.
Oh, we found the Doberman.
But we were looking for a Fat Man. That's the world's strangest sentence ever. And the problem with this is we can't just go up to someone and say, where's the Fat Man? I don't even know what it is, to be fair.
Look, he's 300 feet away. How's he 300 feet? We've just been past. He's meant to be.
Oh, she's doing her
He's
circle
meant to be
spinning
at the
thing.
end back there. Hello, you. I'm going to say hello to the Doberman. You're rather nice. Yes. You're rather nice.
Ever
Right.
since Resident Evil, I've never been a big fan of Dewey dogs. Also, as a paper boy, whenever I was young, I got chased by one.
Somebody must have put the wrong coordinates on here. Or maybe he's in the building. No, I don't think he's in the building.
The Fat Man has left the building.
Look. He's huge. How can we possibly miss that?
Well, now look at the
The
surroundings.
arches.
There are no arches, they're all squares.
He's not a fat man.
What?
He's a gorilla. Oh, seriously, you can't miss a gorilla that big.
Well, you did. And you continue to do as well. Right, we're now inside looking for a Fat Man stroke gorilla.
I'm really confused.
You can probably pick up Nicola's voice in the background there. She's got
Just get one
sucked
of
in.
those.
She's now
Yeah,
forgotten
nice.
about the gorilla.
Yeah.
And she's got sucked
We'll
in
take
to
away.
buying some
Thank you.
cakes. Or a
Card,
cake.
please.
Which we're actually going to take back to the van or back to the hostel and have a little bit of a break. Once we find the Fat Man gorilla, of course.
It's Japanese ice cream
Oh,
with like rice flour, and I've got like a cherry chocolatey thing, and you have to wait 10 minutes for it to warm up.
let's face it, it'll take us at least 10 minutes to find this blooming Fat Man. Oh, he's outside. Right, according to the lady, the big gorilla's down the steps. Once again, exciting content from the cooks. We finally found... How did you think that was a Fat Man?
Well, look at his face. What a random place to put it.
It's very bizarre. Is it a
It's
bath
very
or something?
bizarre.
What you've been holding out for this whole vlog, we found the Fat Man stroke gorilla.
I need someone to hold my ice cream.
I just accidentally kicked it. It's kind of made of plastic.
Oh, you're kidding me. Is
No.
it like a big bird bath or something? I think he lights up at night.
Let's go have a cuppa.
It is a sculpture though. It is a sculpture. The floor says.
Even noise from above now. That's a new one.
I'm not sure he deserves a 4.6 on Google. Right, I think it's time for a cup of tea and a a warmed up ice cream. You have to wait 10 minutes for this apparently, for it
Right.
to warm up.
I'm going to back up this way again. Right, well, we're going back to the Van Stroke Hostel, grab a cuppa, and we'll catch up back on the hoof, hopefully with less gorillas.
I think I'm done now. I'm kind of touristed out, I think.
Happy days!
So the cat behind me is very cute and I'm glad to come to see it. But somebody did also put on, as a tourist attraction, their own cat. Apparently it's the fluffiest cat ever, but I don't think I'm going to go out my way to see that one. So on the outskirts of Užupis, there's also this very weird bridge swing. Not a hope I would ever get onto that. And I'm not sure anybody should. It was well dodgy. And this is the mermaid, where if you look into her eyes, apparently you'll never want to leave Vilnius. She seemed to be looking up, so I don't think she's looking at me, so I think I can go. And then we've got all this art along the wall. And we were actually walking around this building yesterday and had no clue this was here. Typical us. So I came across this on the way to my last little stop on my tour. No idea what it is. But I thought I'd show you anyway. And so for our last stop, we're at the railway station in Vilnius. We're having a look at Milo's paper birds, painted on the side of a house. And each window is a birdhouse. How cute is that? Oh, a packet. It's small when you get into it. Oh.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a good O.
It's getting smaller as I go further in. It's like pass a parcel. That's interesting.
Maybe I'll just stick with my coffee.
No, it's nice. It's just a bit weird texture.
How much would you hate me if I just shoved a list in my mouth at once?
You'd choke. What do you think? It takes a second bite. The second bite's definitely better.
It's like ice cream in a velvet slipper.
Yeah.
Well, good morning, guys. So we have actually left Vilnius now. Probably came across in the vlog, but 3 cities in quick succession left us a little bit frazzled.
And a little bit light in the wallet as well.
Yeah,
Far too easy to eat and drink out.
it is. And of course, Vilnius as well. You had to spend most of your time trying to avoid getting run over. But
Definitely the worst drivers we've seen.
absolutely. So once we had finished off our ice cream, as Nicola said, there was no more terrible tourism. We just went out, had a couple of drinks, came back to the hostel. Yeah, we had parked up in the hostel's grounds. They have electricity, and then you've got full use of the hostel itself. It's quite nice because you can then escape the van. But it did remind us that at some point in our future, we would like to go backpacking. I'm not sure I want to live too long in a hostel. I think we're getting a bit too old for that shenanigans. But no, if you're ever in Vilnius and you're in a van, I would definitely recommend the hostel car park, because as I say, you can escape into the hostel and use all of the facilities.
The showers were really good, really hot. Everything was really clean.
Really good.
Yeah, really good.
Cool. So, as I said, we have left Vilnius and we are now actually in Poland. But I guess that, as always, will be a story for next time.
There's a goose or duck laughing at us over there.
There's probably lots of people laughing at us out there as well. And the sun has come out.
Oh, lovely. It's warmed up a little bit, thankfully.
Yeah, it has, yeah. Right, guys, well, once again, thanks a lot for following along. And until next time in Poland, take care. Bit bright. Bye-bye.